ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Right. Good morning to all. Today we have to discuss about the periodicity of atomic radius other than representative elements. Other than representative elements. What are the elements that are other than representative elements? Transition elements and inner transition elements. And then we have to go for the ionic radius. Ionic radius. This is the topic we have to discuss in this particular class. In the previous class, I will give the information related to the variation of the atomic radius in a group as well as in a period. But here, whatever it may be, that may be group or period, the variation of the atomic radius is considerable, countable, considerable and countable. But in case of the transition elements and inner transition elements, that variation is very negligible, is very less, is very less. What is the reason for that? What is the reason for that? That is nothing but screening effect or shielding effect. And here the screening effect of electrons present in different orbits is in the order s, p, d and f. S greater than p, greater than d, greater than f. Here the s electrons are showing greater screening effect or shielding effect than p. P electrons are showing greater screening effect than d and also f. Right. Here this is the screening effect. Screening effect. We can discuss about the screening effect later on. Screening effect. That is the order of screening effect. Okay. And now how the atomic radius varies in transition elements. In transition elements. Look at the statement. In transition elements, as we move from left to right, means from scandium to copper groups or scandium to zinc groups, with increase of atomic number, atomic radius decreases undoubtedly, but the decrease in the atomic radius is very less, that is negligible. Take for example, here let us consider third period elements. What are they? Scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. And here scandium 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30. Scandium electronic configuration argon 4s2 3d1 and the zinc electronic configuration is argon 4s2 3d10 3d10 and here scandium atomic radius 1.44 angstrom units, but the zinc atomic radius 1.25 angstrom units. But in case of manganese 1.19, 1.19, 1.17, 1.15, and once again 1.17. And titanium 1.34, 1.22 and 1.19. Look at the atomic radius of the transition elements. This is nothing but the first transition series. 1.44, 1.34, 1.22. But here from chromium to iron, there is no change in the atomic radius, almost all zero. And then once again decreases and decreases and suddenly increases. And that means what? Basically atomic radius decreases from scandium to copper. But that is not considerable. That is very less. That is negligible. What is the reason for that? Here. From scandium to copper, with increase of atomic number, nuclear charge increases. But here the differentiating electron goes into the same n and also n minus 1d orbits. Due to poor shielding effect of n minus 1d electrons, the effective nuclear charge increases and atomic radius decreases. I am repeating once again, this is very, very important. In transition elements, as we move from left to right, the atomic radius gradually decreases, but that is very less and that is almost all negligible, and that is due to increase of the nuclear charge with increase of atomic number, which causes to increase of the effective nuclear charge. What is the reason for the increase of effective nuclear charge? Poor shielding effect of n minus 1d electrons. Already I have given the decreasing order of the shielding effect of electrons present in different subshells. Here the n minus 1d electrons are showing poor shielding effect. As a result of that, effective nuclear charge increases and atomic radius decreases. Scandium 1.44 and copper 1.77. From scandium to copper, atomic radius decreases. This is happened in the transition elements. And then very, very important one, that is the variation of the atomic radius in inner transition elements. Inner transition elements. Among F-block elements or inner transition elements, the variation of the atomic radius can be explained by using a special concept that is known as lanthanide contraction. What is lanthanide contraction? In lanthanides, with increase of the atomic number, the atomic radius gradually decreases. That is known as lanthanide contraction. The phenomenon of decreasing of atomic radius in lanthanides with increase of the atomic number is known as lanthanide contraction. If that is happened in the actinide, that is known as actinide contraction. What is the reason for that? Very simple. Due to poor shielding effect of n minus 2 f electrons. What is that? Come to the point. The general electronic configuration of inner transition elements is ns2 n minus 1d 0, 1 n minus 2f 1 to 14. Here the differentiating electron goes into f subshell. What is the shape of f orbital? Diffused shape, and there is a complexity in the shape of f orbital, and same time that has a peculiar shape. Due to peculiar shape of f orbitals, they are showing very less or very poor screening effect or shielding effect. As a result of that, in lanthanides or actinides, with increase of the atomic number, nuclear charge increases. Nuclear charge increases. But due to poor shielding effect of F electrons, the effective nuclear charge on each electron increases, which causes to the contraction of the atoms, known as lanthanide contraction. Known as lanthanide contraction. That is about the reason for the lanthanide contraction, right? What about the consequences of lanthanide contraction? What are the consequences? It is very difficult to separate lanthanide contraction. Difficult to separate lanthanide mixture due to lanthanide contraction. What is the meaning of lanthanide mixture? Suppose totally there are 14 lanthanides and they have very closer atomic radii, means similar or closer atomic sizes. Suppose 3 or 4 elements are mixed with each other, resulting the formation of a mixture. After that, it is very difficult to separate the lanthanide elements individually. Why? Due to lanthanide contraction. Means they are having similar sizes, so it is very difficult. And the second one, the reason for the phenomena of energy pair effect is lanthanide contraction. Energy pair effect is the consequence of the lanthanide contraction. And third one, and this is fourth period and this is fifth period, yttrium, zirconium and niobium, and lanthanum, hafnium and tantalum. Right? Generally, as we move from top to bottom in a group, atomic radius should be increased. Means what? Atomic radius of lanthanum should be greater than yttrium. Hafnium hafnium should be with greater size than zirconium, and tantalum should be greater than niobium. But due to lanthanide contraction, here the fifth period or the first 4 elements of fifth period are having similar atomic radii as that of the first 4 elements of fourth period. Means what? Lanthanum, hafnium, tantalum, tungsten are having similar atomic radii as that of yttrium, zirconium, niobium and molybdenum. And the first 4 elements of fifth period are having similar atomic radii as that of the first 4 elements of fourth period. That is the consequence of the lanthanide contraction. This is about the variation of the atomic radius in both the transition elements and also inner transition elements. Ionic radius. It is a part of the concept of atomic radius in the textbook. But here we have to take in a different angle. Why? Here the atomic radius is concerned with the atoms, that may be metals or non-metals, whatever it may be. But here the ionic radius is concerned with the ions only. Ions means what? Anions and cations. Anions and cations means they are carrying charges. Cation carrying positive charge, anion carrying negative charge. Here ionic radius is concerned with the size of ions, both cation and anion. How can you define ionic radius? Simple. Ionic radius may be defined as the distance between the center of the nucleus and where the probability of finding an electron in the outermost orbit. Ionic radius may be defined as the distance between the center of the nucleus and where the probability of finding an electron is negligible in the outermost orbit. Take for example, let us consider a cation. This is the nucleus. In this cation, the electron is present in a given orbit. And this is the nucleus. This is the center point of the nucleus. Here the ionic radius is the distance between the center point of the nucleus and where the probability of finding an electron is negligible in the outermost orbit of an ion. Right? And here ionic radius is concerned with both cation and anion. How the cations are formed and how the anions are formed. You have already familiar with the formation of cations and anions in the previous classes. When an atom losing electrons resulting the formation of cation. When an atom gains electrons resulting the formation of anions. Here, first one, cation. How the cations are formed? Let us consider an atom M, that is a metal. When the atom loses an electron resulting the formation of a cation. Resulting the formation of cation. How many electrons are lost? One electron. What about the charge of the cation? +1. Suppose 2 electrons are lost, then the charge of the cation is 2. That means what? With increase of number of electrons lost, the charge of the cation gradually increases. And in the same way, anion, how the anions are formed? Anions are formed by the gaining of electrons by the neutral atom. Okay. Here, charge of cation is equal to number of electrons lost. Number of electrons lost. And same time the formation of cation is an oxidation. How can you say? Loss of electrons is known as oxidation. Therefore, formation of cation is an oxidation process. Okay. But how the variation of how the ionic radius or radius varies from atom to cation. That is the concept here. Now, I will give a statement. The size of cation is always smaller than its parent atom. The size of cation is always smaller than that of its parent atom. This is the statement. Now we have to prove. Let us consider sodium. And here that is a solid and that is a metal. Its atomic radius and atomic numbers are given as atomic radius equal to 1.86 angstrom units. When it loses an electron resulting the formation of a cation, that is in the gaseous state. Here the size of the cation is 0.99 angstrom units. What happened? Size of cation is smaller than that of size of parent atom. What is the reason for that? Here, number of electrons in sodium atom is equal to 11. Number of protons means nuclear charge is equal to 11. That means nuclear charge and number of electrons equal to number of protons. Both are equal. Positive and negative charges are equal in neutral atom. Then the atomic radius is equal to 1.86. Right? And here the nuclear charge is supposed to be X. But in case of sodium ion, number of electrons equal to 10. But there is no change in the number of protons. Means there is no change in the nuclear charge. Nuclear charge is greater than that of charge of electrons. Positive charge is greater than that of negative charge. Therefore, the nucleus tightly attracting the remaining electrons towards itself. It causes to the contraction of the ion. As a result of that, atomic radius decreases. Okay, here the effective nuclear charge is equal to x. But in case of cation, effective nuclear charge is equal to x dash. Here the nuclear charge is greater than that of electron charge. As a result of that, x dash is greater than that of x. X dash means the effective nuclear charge in the cation is greater than that of the effective nuclear charge in the sodium atom. That causes to the decrease in the size of cation. That causes to decrease of size of cation. Look at the statement, second statement. In cation, with increase of charge, size gradually decreases. They are inverse with each other. In a cation, with increase of charge of cation, size decreases. Example. Let us consider a metal atom, that is M. And here by losing one electron it forms M plus and then 2 plus and then 3 plus, etc. What about the order of the size of the ions? M is greater than, M plus is greater than, M2 plus greater than, M3 plus. Here size of the cation is inversely proportional to the charge in case of cation. This is the decreasing order of the size of the cations. And another example, Fe2 plus is greater than Fe3 plus. Fe2 plus greater than Fe3 plus. Sn2 plus greater than Sn4 plus. Pb2 plus greater than Pb4 plus. With increase of the charge of the cation, size gradually decreases. This is about the variation of the ionic radius in case of cation. Next, what about the variation of the ionic radius in anion? Second one, anion. How the anions are formed? Anions are formed by the gaining of electrons by the neutral atom. Take for example, let us consider a neutral atom, that is also gaseous atom. It gains electrons and resulting the formation of anions. And here gaining of electrons is reduction. So formation of anion is a reduction process. And here this is the neutral atom, this is anion. The formation of anion is nothing but reduction process. Okay. Here charge of anion is equal to number of electrons gained by neutral atom. And here there is a statement. What is the statement? The size of anion is always bigger than the size of the neutral atom. That is, size of anion is always bigger than size of neutral atom. This is the statement. Size of anion is always bigger than the size of neutral atom. Take for example, let us consider chlorine atom. Here atomic radius, nothing but covalent radius of chlorine is equal to 0.99 angstrom units. when it gains electrons, resulting the formation of Cl minus ion. And the size of the anion is equal to 1.36 angstrom units. What happened in case of variation of atomic radius or variation of size? 0.99 neutral atom, 1.36 anion means what? Cl minus is bigger than Cl, chlorine atom. What is the reason for that? Here, number of electrons in chlorine atom, neutral atom is equal to 17, negative charge. Number of protons inside the nucleus is also 17, nuclear charge. Here the number of electrons equal to number of protons. Negative charge is equal to positive charge. Suppose effective nuclear charge is equal to X. Both are equal. And here the effective nuclear charge of the nucleus is equal to X. Then the atomic radius is equal to 0.99. But in case of anion, number of electrons equal to 18. Number of protons remains same, 17. What is the meaning of that? The nuclear charge is less than that of charge outside the nucleus, means charge of the electrons. Here, number of electrons greater than that of protons. As a result of that, the nuclear attraction per each electron decreases. Here, number of protons 17, number of electrons 18. Means what? The nuclear attraction on each electron is decreased, is affected. And here, as a result of that, effective nuclear charge is equal to X dash. Here, from this discussion, it is clear that X is greater than that of X dash. X is greater than that of X dash. As a result of the decrease in the effective nuclear charge, automatically the size of anion increases. Size of anion increases. Here the chloride ion is bigger than chlorine atom and oxide ion is bigger than oxygen atom. Fluoride ion is bigger than fluorine atom. Iodide ion is bigger than iodine atom. Okay, and here what about the general statements? Here, in case of anion, the size of anion directly proportional to the charge. With increase of the charge of the anion, size gradually increases, directly proportionate. Let us consider an atom A. A gains 1 electron, resulting the formation of A minus, and then A2 minus, and then A3 minus, and then A4 minus. What about the variation of the ionic radius? This is the order of the variation of ionic radius. Increases from A to A4 minus. A to A4 minus. Right. Here, suppose there is an atom. Okay, that is the iodine atom. Here this is neutral. By losing 1 electron it forms cation. By gaining an electron it forms I minus ion. Based on the information given or based on the discussion here we can write the order of the ionic radius, that is I minus greater than I greater than I plus, means the size of anion greater than atom greater than size of cation in case of an element. Size of anion bigger than size of atom bigger than size of cation. And here this is about the concept that related to the cation and anion. And here finally we can compare the variation of the ionic radius or ionic radii among a group of ions, nothing but isoelectronic series. Isoelectronic series. What is isoelectronic series? What is isoelectronic series? What is isoelectronic series? Very simple. A group of ions which are having same number of electrons is known as isoelectronic series. Now, here I will give the information related to the variation of the ionic radii among the isoelectronic series. Take for example, first one, neon, Na plus, Mg2 plus, Al3 plus, Si4 plus. Neon atomic number 10. Sodium Na plus 11 minus 1 10, 12 minus 2 10, 13 minus 3 10, 14 minus 4 10. These are all the cations of different elements, but they are having same number of electrons, just like neon. In the same way, first one F minus and O2 minus, N3 minus, C4 minus. F minus, gain 1 electron, 9 plus 1, 10, 8 plus 2, 10, 7 plus 3, 10, 6 plus 4, 10. This is the group of ions which are having same number of electrons is known as isoelectronic series, but here particularly this is known as isoelectronic series 10. Isoelectronic series 10. And we can give different examples. Take for example argon. Argon 18. Okay. From that we can form different types of cations and anions. Cl minus, S2 minus, P3 minus, and next one Si4 minus, like that. And that is nothing but isoelectronic series 18. This is isoelectronic series 10. In all these ions, the number of electrons equal to 10. Right. In case of cations, with increase of the charge of the cation, size gradually decreases. Here, size gradually decreases. But in case of anion, with increase of the charge, size gradually increases. Size gradually increases. Already I have given the statements. In case of cation, the size is inversely related to the charge. But in case of anion, the size directly proportional to the charge. Now what about the order of decrease of ionic radii among all these ions or among the isoelectronic series? Here the first one, C4 minus, N3 minus, O2 minus, F minus, and next one Na plus, Mg2 plus, Al3 plus, Si4 plus. This is the bigger ion, that is anion, and this is the smaller cation. Here the size, ionic radius or size of the ions decreases from C4 minus to Si4 plus. Here with the decrease of the charge, here the charge decreases. With the decrease of the charge, the size of ion gradually decreases. This is about the isoelectronic series. Isoelectronic series.